Are you done doing weird shit? Can we
Yeah.
start? Yeah,
Me?
you. We're
Yeah, what are
for
you talking
sure
about?
waiting on you.
Oh, let's go.
This is Comic Burrito, a podcast. I'm Todd,
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
and we're going to talk about our favorite number ones from
Since
quarantine. And that's number ones to us. Because time is relative. Everything's different. Nobody knows when things actually come out anymore. What even
different
is
people got
March?
shut down.
Yeah, exactly.
Different people got shut down at different times, and some of my picks maybe didn't come out like during the break. It might be something old that I was checking out.
I've been trying to keep away from y'all for like 7-8 months now. So
That's not true. We were at your house in March.
yeah, begrudgingly.
Well, he said he was trying.
Yeah, trying. It finally worked, thank God.
His plan has succeeded.
Yep. Thanks, COVID.
Yeah. Todd's
all
been trying
your
to get
fault.
rid of me longer than he's known me.
Yeah, it's amazing. It's so weird. So much forethought.
Amazing.
So yeah, no, it's just whatever we have picked up and have read. That number one that's really grabbed us. It doesn't necessarily have to be the follow-ups that come after, but whatever number one really just hit us and we're like, we need to keep going. This is something special. So yeah, I believe Cole said that he is going to kick us off. So kick us off with Cole.
My runner-up is
Runner-up.
Planet.
Nice.
It
I
is
bought that book.
Pony Press book. I loved it. Like the first 2-3 pages maybe, you're just like, what is even gonna happen in this? And then it's like a lot of stuff that brings in to what the book's gonna be about, and then it ends on this note where it's like, I really wish I had another issue of this. Mainly space, I would say, is the big theme of it.
Which
Now, you don't normally like space.
notoriously, Cole hates space.
He hates
Yeah.
space.
But my favorite book is Saga.
That's why he's such a hugger, because he hates
Yeah.
space.
Yeah. But I would say my number one is, which actually came out today, Adventure Man #1 by Matt Fraction from Image Comics.
That's a
This is-
fresh number one.
Yeah. This is a thick book, too.
Yeah, it was a triple issue.
Yeah, there's like
Yeah.
They said,
59,
I'm excited
60
that
pages.
I'm excited that your top two picks are books that I bought and have not read yet.
Yeah. The thing about it, like, at least for, like, Adventure Man, I mean, granted, you said it was a triple-sized issue, right, Nick?
That's what Image said.
Double.
Yeah, it's about double. There's a lot of picture space, I guess, where there's not as much like words and it's just like imagery moving you forward. So it might be like page count wise triple, but
It's 59 pages, I think, and that's like double for them.
Yeah.
So I think it's a double.
and yeah, I mean,
It says this wildly affordable triple length first issue is on Image their page.
in asterisk,
Triple length issue.
in asterisk, does it say triple compared to like leading brands? And it's not actually compared to them.
No, it doesn't say that.
Compared to
It doesn't. It does not have a page count.
well, if you're saying it's 59 pages, I would say maybe the average image is 20 to 24 pages.
the image that I'm looking at, because I just pulled up another image, it's 32.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean,
Anyways, so
I
you
loved
picked
it.
it up
It's-
today, and it's fractions from
Yeah.
Image.
and I mean, it's cool because there's definitely two stories going on in this book that at the end kind of like wheeled together. And I guess I don't really want to go into it as much because it's kind of, once you start talking about what it is, it's going to sort of ruin itself. But I mean, you'll figure it out like, well, halfway through, you'll figure out what is going on.
And that's what's really important is just like, it's going to seem like a lot to begin with. Just write it out. Just know you're not supposed to know anything and just go with it. And also Pencils and Colors by Terry Dodson.
Yeah, and I would assume,
Fantastic.
would you say that this is maybe like it's not necessarily a superhero book, but kind of like a superhero book?
It's League of Extraordinary Gentlemen.
Yeah.
Like, if you understand that reference, you'll very much get this. Like, it's that old adventure with some mysticism and some, like, powers, but then, like, there's real people involved, too, and it's, like, everybody's, like, it's great. It's a really cool mix. It's just like an old adventure comic done in a different way. It's very cool.
And the art, too. Like, I mean, both of the books that I picked I would say have outstanding art, in my personal opinion.
For sure. Nick, do you want to go or you want me to go?
I can go. It's hard, man.
That's what she said.
Is it?
Never.
Man, I got two I'm looking at.
Do you want me to
narrowed
go?
it down to two. I got like three. I'll go. My runner-up is going to be Dead Day. Ryan Parrott, who is currently writing Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Power Rangers crossover, which has one issue to go and is awesome. Wrote this really cool zombie book that a lot of people might be sleeping on, and it's super cool. It's kind of a cross between like The Purge and zombies. Like one night a year's the dead can come back to life and what that might do. So it's cool.
But not
That's
even
a good book.
necessarily a year. I think they say specifically it happens like randomly.
It's randomly.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's not once a year because sometimes they don't have like it's never like for sure.
Yeah. And it's got
There's
a cool
more
little,
details that they talk about.
got a
with that,
cool
but
little thing.
It's
at the
like
end,
Groundhog's Day.
It's kind of a it's kind of a different zombie take, and because it's like some might come back to like visit loved ones, and some might come back for revenge, and some might come back for different things. So it's kind of this, and how the world deals with that. It's just a little different. So I like that.
That's one of my favorite. What they do in the back of that book is one of my favorite things I've seen in a very long time. I loved it. I was very entertained.
Yeah, that is awesome.
I don't want to even give it away, but like the end portion is
it's
very
if you
entertaining.
like that kind of thing. Dead Day. Ryan Parrott is a name I think we're going to be hearing a lot. It's
if you think zombies, oh, that's boring. I'm sick of zombies because it's different. You'll like it.
Yeah, it's fine. It's finally something different. But my pick is going to have to go to Philadelphia, and I know that this book came out.
Hey, that was before quarantine.
It's before the quarantine, but I slept on it. So it's for number ones, like you said in the beginning, like the book that you read and you immediately went, oh my God, I have to read the next one. That was this book, and thank God I had the next five that I could read right away. Oh my God. I know the trade is going to come out soon, and normally I would say trade wait, like 6 issues are out. But if you can find the singles like tomorrow, I would go buy them right away. First print, second print, third print, whatever you can get, I would go buy this book and read it as soon as you possibly can. This is the next thing.
Yep. No, it's going to be a big deal. If it keeps at this level, we could be talking about the Walking Dead / Saga. If it keeps
they already got a show.
No, and if it keeps up this quality, the comic could be just one of those. You gotta know it.
Yep, that's the next thing that when years from now, when you're looking up like top graphic novels of all time and top big books of the last 10 years or whatever, this is at least the first arc for sure of this. Unless somehow Rodney Barnes completely shits the bed, I don't see how that could possibly happen. But
ends up he is a vampire that murdered a lot of people. Then maybe
he was an actual vampire.
This is just autobiographical, so we're all a little touchy about it.
That might make it sell even more.
It might work. It might work in their favor.
But I'm just gonna say that pick was very patriotic.
Yeah,
it was.
He's being tongue in cheek for those that haven't read it. And for those that do know what he's talking about.
I would think it's more for the people that have read it than the people that haven't read it.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, it's incredible. It's easily one of my top books of the
I definitely have the first issue on display right here.
It's one that I'm already going like, is this one of my favorite books?
Uh-huh.
Like I know it's early. There's only 6, and the 6th issue came out today. And that was the conversation in my head that I was having today when I finished the 6th book was, I think this is one of my favorite books. Like it could come out like tomorrow that there's just like, that's it, this is done, and it might be in my favorite books. Like, it's so good.
Now it's Todd's turn.
Son of a. Okay, so I'm
So
gonna
good.
go. I'm gonna go off of my logic because I have 5 or 6 number ones, and I do love it when we're varied and everything. For my runner up, I'm gonna follow in line with somebody else, and I gotta go with Dead Day. I'm very excited for the next one, and it really is like, this is a number one that I'm really excited for number 2. It's got me hooked. I loved Adventure Man. I am very excited about Adventure Man. Philadelphia, man, that would have been nice to have for quarantine. If that was brand new a week ago, I'd have been super excited about that.
Yeah.
And then, so I'm not gonna harp too much more on that, but one that I don't think either of you have read as my number one, in terms of just off of I read the first one, the second one just came out, but I have been waiting since the end of this one for the second one to come out. Stealth.
Oh,
It's so good. It's such a good story. I don't want to get too much into it. There's a great twist at the end that I just did not see coming, but not in like a ooky spooky twist kind of way. Just like that's really good storytelling. Now I'm not sure where they're going to go from it. Like, all of a sudden this number one, and I was already into it. I'm reading it and this is really great. And then at the end I'm like, but that's not what I thought. And now I'm like, I need to read number 2 because I don't know where they're going to go with this. And I just really need to see how it's going to go, because King of Nowhere was another quarantine number 1 that I read. And at the end of it, I wasn't like, I'm really excited about number 2. I need more of this in my life. But it wasn't like, I need to know the next bit of information so badly to know where this is going. So I really like it. I highly recommend it.
Like, this is gonna be one that, like, when number 6 comes out, I'm gonna have to reread them all through and all together.
Exactly.
It's more of I think that book, you need all of them.
Yeah, I'm so excited.
Like, it's a great book, and I would recommend it to anyone. But I wouldn't say like the first issue. I mean, it hooked me, but it isn't like.
And it feels like one for me. Like, every time a new one comes out, I'm gonna have to reread it. So by the time the last one comes out, I've reread so much of it, so many times that I get it. But I think it'll definitely be worth it.
So my number one, Stealth. Mike Costa, writer, and Nate Bellegarde is the artist. Tamara Bonneville is the colorist, and the art is great. It's got a really I don't want to, because you guys haven't seen this yet.
No, right? You talked about this on one of our live streams, and I remember somebody else was really into it also.
I think it was maybe Grabs.
That's what I was gonna say, but
yeah, it's really cool. The art style. It's you
got kind of a glare, but it kind of it's like cartoony, but also pretty real too.
Yeah. Yep. It's very clean lines while having like a very like cartoon color palette to it.
Yeah.
It's great. I really like it. Interesting way that they tell the story through like the it's not super normal, and then great twist at the end. So easy recommendation. I definitely don't have like 7 others that I think could also be number 1.
just because you specified, and now I really want to specify that on my number 1 pick, Jason Sean Alexander, the art in this book, oh my god. You might remember him from Spawn. I wasn't into Spawn, but I guess that's his big claim to fame.
Mm-hmm.
But oh my god, I really need to point that out. Very good.
And who's the author again?
Rodney Barnes.
Oh yeah. I feel like I see him every once in a while on the Twitter.
Every once in a while.
Cool. Yeah, no, that's
it's
great.
super cool to have an author that is so engaged with his fans.
Yeah.
He is easily the most engaged author
Absolutely.
I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
great. It's really fun
Yeah,
to see.
super cool.
Cool. Well, that's awesome. So that's our number ones and our number two number ones. It's a lot of ones. Thanks for watching. Hit that subscribe button. Tell us what your quarantine number one was. And
Favorite number one.
tell a
Your
friend.
Like
number
it.
one, number one.
Yeah. Grab your friend's phone, get on their YouTube,
Yep.
subscribe to us on your friend's.
And
Steal
tell us their number one quarantine book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for letting us wrap you up in a tortilla
Thanks for getting
full of some meat.
yes,
You're making
thanks,
it weird.
Thanks for getting wrapped up with us.
There it is. I like that one.
I'm Todd.
I'm Cole.
I'm Nick.
Bye.
And that's it. That's the show.
That is a show. We did.
First time I heard someone say thanks, I'm pretty sure it was Todd, but the first time I heard you say thanks for getting wrapped up with us,
Yeah, that's me.
I hated it so much.
It's great because it's dumb.
And now I kind of like it.
At
Yeah.
first